Hey everyone, it's Alexander Robinson. Welcome to the channel, and this is my review for The Monkey, which is directed by Osgood Perkins, the son of Anthony Perkins from Psycho, and is based off the Stephen King short story of the same name. This movie follows the Shelburne brothers, Hal and Bill, who come across this old toy monkey. Can't call it a toy, but they come across this monkey that was in possession of their father, and soon a lot of terrible things start happening whenever this monkey starts banging its drums. People start getting killed. This leads to a terrible family tragedy that splits the brothers up even further, so they decide to get rid of the monkey, and then they just grow apart. Cut to 25 years later, that monkey has somehow come back and is wreaking havoc all across town. We're already at the end of February, and just in these past 2 months, we have gotten an abundance of really good horror movies. I know a lot of people didn't like Wolfman. I enjoyed it myself, though not as good as The Invisible Man, and it's certainly not as good as Companion, which I think is just excellent and has a really good chance at making my top 10 list. And then we had Hard Eyes, which I thought was a lot of fun, a good balance between a slasher movie and a romantic comedy. And now we've got The Monkey, which honestly might be my least favorite of all the movies that we've gotten so far in this genre. But that doesn't mean I dislike it at all. It's just I prefer the other three more than I do The Monkey. When I saw the trailers for The Monkey, I didn't know what to make of it, because that monkey itself is such an iconic figure within horror. And even in Toy Story 3, when the monkey made his appearance, it was still creepy as hell. However, concerning this movie, the last thing I ever expected was for this to be a full-blown slapstick comedy. I mean, this movie is just re-goddamn ridiculous. From the kills, some of the dialogue, the acting, this movie is just so unapologetically insane and over the top, but for all the good reasons. Right off the bat, from the film's opening scene, it sets the tone that this is something you cannot take seriously, from the fact that Adam Scott plays the father of the two boys, from the opening kill, which is just basically, you've heard this phrase a lot from other critics. It's Final Destination meets Looney Tunes, because there are kills throughout this movie that are just so over the top and so absurd. You're like, that can't possibly happen. There is a decapitation that's played for comic effect. There are two people exploding in this movie. There's another kill involving murder hornets, which I'm not going to say, because even though in my video reviews I now talk about this movie as if you've seen it, I'm still not going to say what happens with those hornets, but it's an insane kill. Even the actors are very much aware of the kind of movie they're in. Theo James plays both brothers, Hal and Bill. When he plays Hal, he comes across as very, very dry, and when he first appears, you're thinking, man, this guy's a terrible actor. But as the movie goes on, you get it. You get that he has this deadpan performance, and it's honestly all part of the film's tone, where he is just so deadpan, so lacking in expression that it almost becomes hilarious. There are several moments where he underreacts to things that other people would go, what the natural fuck? And when it comes to him playing Bill, he is completely unhinged, he is psychotic, and again, it's more in that over-the-top acting manner where he gets the kind of movie he's in. Even Tatiana Maslany, who plays the mother of the two kids when they're younger, she has a monologue after a funeral scene that is just straight up comical, talking about how, well, everyone dies eventually. You're gonna die, I'm gonna die, everyone dies at some point. It is just absurd. So there is a lot in this movie that is done intentionally for laughs. I mean, the movie ends with the biggest gag of a kill I've seen in who knows how long, but unfortunately, the over-the-top tone of this movie also hurts it. There are a few points in the film where they ask you to take the story seriously, because it's delving upon themes of estranged siblings, a family tragedy that can just split a family apart and keep people from talking to each other. These are all very heavy-handed themes, but they're immediately undercut by some of the ridiculous things that happen that you just can't take it seriously at all. Now, talk about a movie like Companion or Hard Eyes, where those movies have a really good balance, but this movie, it gets so absurd that the serious stuff that it wants you to take seriously You just can't. But that being said, all of those really absurd moments, I think enhance the movie for the most part, and I'd say it's good, but it's not great. You have to go into this movie with the right mindset. If you go in expecting this to be a very terrifying horror film, sort of like It or The Shining, then you went to the wrong movie. Like, this is the absolute wrong movie you should be seeing if you go in with that mindset. But if you go into this expecting something absolutely ridiculous, something that you'll laugh at, then you'll have a lot of fun. I'd say see this with a big crowd, because I saw it at 10 a.m. in the morning, and there were a few people in the movie. 2 people in the back rows behind me were laughing their asses off at some of the absurd stuff. So those are the kind of people you want to see this movie with. If you can't see this movie in a theater for whatever reason, then just wait till it comes out on VOD, grab a bunch of your friends, bring some weed, bring some alcohol, and you will have a blast at how absurd this movie gets. And there you go, that's my review for The Monkey. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I want to give a special thank you to my subscribers and YouTube members right over here. You guys are the reason why this channel continues to grow, and if you want to help to financially support the channel, you can do so via YouTube memberships for as little as $1.99 a month. But until next time, I want to know what you guys think about The Monkey. Whatever your opinions are, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button to get notifications. If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, you can find me on these social media platforms and my theme park and travel channel right here on YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, have a good day and take care of yourselves.